All right, here we go, guys. We're back on the roads of the North Fork, looking for boats. We got quite a few today, actually. It's been incredible, and maybe that's because it's the fall. Here's a boat, some kind of inflatable. Don't see a for sale sign on it. Sorry, I digress. We already looked at this one here to the right that we're passing. That's the release. That's a few videos ago. They're not selling. A lot of these boats are still on the road, and the point I'm going to get to is it's now the fall. It's late September now. We're officially in the fall. And the dilemma right now, if you buy a boat at this time of the year, what do you do with it in the winter? Here in the Northeast, you guys in Florida and some other states won't have this problem, but up here, you got to winterize the boat. You got to pay for it to get shrink wrapped. You got to winterize it, perhaps store it if you don't have space for it. It's often, I know I always pay, I'd say it averages out to about $3,000 for the winterization, the storage, the winter storage, the wrapping of the boat, all that good stuff. So does that mean, and I'm presuming that the guys selling these boats don't want to deal with that this winter. So can you get a deal because of that? That's what we're going to see today. We got a couple of SeaCrafts, really cool boats. We'll go into some of their history as we review them. And I know there is a Sea Fox, a smaller Sea Fox for sale on this road. We're on Route 25, driving west into Jamesport. Wayne Halleck gave me that boat. Wayne, thank you for that. Thank you for the boat on Manor Road, too. I'm going to check that boat out, too. I don't know if we're going to hit the Manor Road boat, which I don't know what that is, or this Sea Fox first. But whatever the first boat is, we'll check back in when we're in front of it. Yep, and here is the Sea Fox. Let's see. Let's try to squeeze in here. Ooh, that didn't sound good. Tight space. Yep, it is for sale. $12,000. There's the number. A Montauk limited edition. I've never heard of this one. Let's take a look. All right, like we said, this is a Sea Fox. Let's see if we can get a year, because that did not have, it's an 03. There's a spider. So this is the Sierra, right after they were Sierra first. Looking inside, I'm wondering the size, maybe 19? It's got a 115 Merc on it. It's a 4-stroke. It's got a integrated bracket for a kicker motor. That's interesting. It's got a little splash well here. It doesn't look like it's a super aggressive V. It's on a roller trailer too. I don't really like that. I don't know what the story is with that. An external looks like a 12-gallon fuel tank. Does that mean there was a fuel leak? I don't know. It does look like it's hosed to go right to the engine. I'm guessing something went wrong with the fuel tank. I doubt these came with an external fuel tank like that, but maybe I'm wrong. If anybody knows anything about these older Sea Foxes, let me know. You can see it's got a nice soft top, T-top up there, 4 rod holders, bunch of rod holders here on the side as well. Actually, a decent amount of room and storage here. There's jump seats here and there. There's storage under there as well. There's a little cabin here. There is some type of, it looks like a Garmin finder, a radio. Doesn't look like it has radar. I mean, a nice little boat, to be honest. I'm not the biggest fan of Sea Foxes for a number of reasons. I've talked about this in the past. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but the number one reason is how they went after Paramarine and the Seaox boats, but that's a story for a different day. A little bit of scraping and scratching on the hull. Looks like dock rash type stuff. Interesting boat. 12 grand. There's the number if anybody is interested. I presume it comes with this trailer. All right. Well, thank you, Wayne, for this one. Very interesting boat. Again, I'm going to guess 18 to 20 feet. I don't know. But yeah. All right, let's see if that boat is still there on Manor Lane. That's going to be the next one we look for. All right, we literally just pulled out from seeing that Sea Fox. Let's see if we can find what boat is here. This is Manor Lane. This connects Route 25 with Sound Avenue here in the town of Jamesport. I'm not often on this road, so this will be interesting. There's the Jamesport Fire Department. All right, we'll check back in if we find this boat. If not, we have a really cool SeaCraft Cuddy model on Sound Avenue, a little east of here. We'll hit that one next. That'll be SeaCraft number 1 on the day. I think we have 2. Here it is. Oh, hey, this looks like the Nordic I just looked at with Max. It's not. Okay. Nice little tiny boat. Look at that little Merc. Let's see what we got here exactly. All right, we're gonna cross the street here. A Nordic. Wow. Aluminum boat. I think aluminum. Yeah, it's definitely aluminum. Man, if I were a betting man, I'd say 14 feet. Look at this old Merc. Wow. Any info on this? 1,000, no registration for both. There you go. So no reggie for the trailer, no registration for the boat. It's a Nordic. I don't know anything about them. Let's see if we can get a year. It's a 2002. Wow, so not that old. Looks like it's in good shape. I mean, honestly, $1,000 if you're just looking for something to break into boating. We see small boats like this all the time in the Long Island Sound, the Peconic Bay, 7.5 horsepower Merc. I'm guessing that's older than an 02, but this boat is super clean. Yeah, 1 person, 2 people, no issues fishing with this. Got a nice deep V up here too. Look at this, it'll cut right through it. I'm sure it's a load right trailer. It's a bunk trailer. Yeah, it's very flat in the back, so I'm not sure you want to take this too far away from land, but let's see underneath if we can tell. You know what? I'm an idiot. This is fiberglass. This is not aluminum. So there's definitely aluminum here. The inside is aluminum. I got to do a little research on this boat, guys. I sometimes the material gets me, you know. Yeah, and the running surface of that boat was definitely fiberglass. It looked like aluminum built into the cap. Hey, I looked this up. You can always look up by those first 3 numbers, ZEF in this instance, and it comes back to a Canadian company no longer in business called DBR Sports. Nordic Boats was a dead end. That's an Arizona company that builds huge boats, power boats. There was a Crestliner Nordic that I thought this might be, but I think this is the best lead. They did make John boats, no longer in business though. But yeah, very simple, functional layout in here. 7.5 horsepower, $1,000. I don't think you're going to find a cheaper boat anywhere that presumably doesn't need a lot of effort to get it running. Small fuel tank with it too. $1,000. No registration though. You'll have to deal with that. All right, let's go find those SeaCrafts now. All right, we're just pulling out from looking at that Nordic, and that boat really threw me off. I'm used to a boat that size being aluminum. I'm pretty sure the shell of that boat, the hull was fiberglass. Yeah, I didn't see any rivets, any weld spots, and it felt like fiberglass. I mean, when I initially saw it and the cap was aluminum, I thought, oh, this is an aluminum boat. Yeah, I'm all discombobulated. You can see the sun is just starting to peek out. It's really early still, but we'll do a little research. Hopefully, we'll find some information on it. No guarantees, and you know, we'll do some kind of voiceover we might have already done that voiceover when we looked at that boat. So now, like I said, let's go find that next boat, which I think is a SeaCraft Scepter, or sometimes called a Safari, I believe. It's the SeaCraft Cuddy models. I believe they're all 23s. I could be wrong on that too. All right, I believe that SeaCraft, we just looped a U-turn, was right here. I didn't see it. I had the sun in my eyes, though. I did not see it when I was driving east. I'm now heading west. This is Sound Avenue, Route 48. We'll see if it's here. If it's not, we're going to try to find that second SeaCraft. Let me slow down. I thought it was up here on the right somewhere. We got plenty of boats that we can film, so there's a lot of them out there, but I thought it was right in here. I'm 99% sure it was here at, it's Denizio, I believe it's pronounced, service center. Yeah, right by that Love Lane sign. I don't see it now. So, no big deal. It would have been a cool boat to film, but let's just jump to the next SeaCraft, which is back on Route 25. So we're going to head a little bit because I can't turn here now. We'll just head to the next light and make a left and go from there. All right, we are now in the town of Cutchogue, again on Route 25. This is like their business district here. I believe that boat is somewhere around here. Shouldn't be more than another minute or so before we hit it. It's going to be on the right-hand side of the road, the south side of the road, as we're driving east. And here it is. It's in this auto body shop, Rick's Quality Auto Body. Ooh, look at this old Dodge pickup. 100. Guessing that's vintage 60s. Maybe we'll take a quick look at that. Now that might be an 18 SeaCraft. Interesting. Maybe a 20. Could be a 20. Let's see what we can find out about it. Zuhowski Custom Carpentry. All right, let's go take a look at it. All right, a lot of info on it. I see that. I mean, it's a beautiful boat. Just take a quick look at the inside. Somebody put sea deck. There's a splash well, big old Honda on here. It's 135 or 150, I would guess. 150 it looks like. Yeah, 150, sorry. It's a lot higher than it looks. Oh, Van Staal. You know, the owner, the founder of Van Staal, lives in this area. Lives, I believe, in New Suffolk, just south of here. I'm wondering if he has any connection to this boat, or it could just be a fan of the line. Let's get the details. Aha, 1978 Potter Hull SeaCraft 20 master. So it is a 20 master angler. New Garmin, custom sea deck, new Fusion sound, 2005 Honda, 4-stroke, 750 hours. New lower unit, 6,000 in transom work, and new gas tanks in 2018, 19,500. There's the number, Scott, 631-521-1640. So yeah, so they had it somewhere, Potter Hull. There you go. So from late 60s, I want to say 68, but I could be wrong. We'll just pan the boat while we talk about this. Through, I want to say 1980, maybe 1981, all these SeaCrafts, and there was the 20 and the 23 primarily, the Safari or the Scepter, the cabin model that I wish was still there. Obviously it's not. They were all built by a guy named Bill Potter. Carl Mosley was actually the founder of the company and had the patented design on the hull. And the reason these are so sought after is because of how the hull runs, and it's not going to pick up well on video, but you have a very deep entry, very deep in the front, and it slowly tapers off as you head towards the transom. It's still a deep boat, considered a deep V, not a modified V, but this is a design that Carl Mosley patented. He was the designer and founder of SeaCraft. Bill Potter built all the hulls, and it gives you a very, very steep entry, and then it tapers out. It's known as a warped hull design, variable-deadrise hull. SeaCrafts were the innovators of that. Before that, boats were mostly just the same dead rise from stern, or from bow to stern. So a very innovative design. These boats are renowned for their riding ability. This one actually seems like a good deal considering a lot of the work already done on it. Now, I'm going to have a video coming out soon where we follow the rebuild of a 23. My buddy George, who has the 31 Bertram, I actually filmed with him in Florida in January, where the boat was brought down to Navarro Boat Works to get the rebuild started. We show the boat, you know, in its disgusting form when he bought it. Basically needed to be completely rebuilt, and either just got it back or is getting it back very soon, and we're going to do a follow-up video and then splice them together, like showing the transformation of that 23 Potter-built SeaCraft. This is a 20-footer, new transom, like that ad says, 19.5, looks clean inside. I'm guessing by the Van Stall sticker and the open layout and no T-top that this is somebody who either fly fished or did a lot of top water. You see the step up front. I like this one a lot. Reliable Honda engine on it. Yeah, a legendary design. No protection, that'll bother some people. You can see it's a 3-piece hull too. You can lean into the gunnels, put your feet under. A lot of storage throughout, storage up there, seating here, some more storage under there. Does have the splash well. I'm guessing either batteries or oil, storage, something in the corners. I don't want to walk onto somebody's boat, but beautiful, beautiful boat. And a Garmin GPS. And a radio there too. Rod holders on the side as well. Lots to like about this boat. All right, let's get back in the car and I will offer you my closing thoughts. We forgot to look at that Dodge, but I was driving by, I saw the sign said 1959. Really cool truck. But yeah, I was obviously so enamored with that SeaCraft that that's all I could think about. And I would definitely pick that SeaCraft over those 3 boats. I do actually think that little, I already forgot the name, Nordic, I guess. That was a cool little boat for $1,000. If that engine actually runs, man, that is not a bad deal to just get out on the water. There's so many blackfish spots so close to shore, especially now in the fall. But remember what we talked about at the beginning. I think you can make deals on any of these boats. I think the fact is that these owners are going to be stuck with these boats, have to winterize them, have to cover them, have to store them. You can probably negotiate a $3,000 savings. Obviously not on that $1,000 boat. They're not going to pay you $2,000 to take it, but you can negotiate some kind of savings with that information. For me, it's an easy winner. That SeaCraft is what I'd pick. Let me know in the comments which you would pick and why. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, if you like these videos, hit that like button. If you're not already a subscriber and you like content like this, please consider subscribing. And if you're not already a member of the channel, please consider joining. Lots of perks associated with that, including early access to videos, bonus footage not shown on the main channel, and lots of member contests. As for me, I am debating right now whether to get a bagel from Black Sheep, which is just up the road, or from Goldberg's in Montauk. Maybe leave a comment too, for those of you that live out here. What's your favorite bagel place out here? I like them both pretty equally. I think Black Sheep is right here. I might just stop at Black Sheep today.